Okay, it is July 15th, 2013, 12:20 p.m. I'm going to call the Stevens County Attorney's Office.
Sorry. Plan work is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press for more options.
Hello, this is Terry Nemmers calling for Assistant County Attorney Carl Thunem. Just to remind him that I will be expecting his call tomorrow, July 16th, 2013, as per our agreement from last week, our last phone conversation. Thank you for your time. Bye. Okay, it is July 16th, 2013, 2:03 p.m. Calling Stevens County Attorney's Office, Carl Thunem.
Sorry. Plan work is not available. Record your message at the tone. When you are finished, hang up or press pound for more options.
This is Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713, calling Carl Thunem. I left a message yesterday that I was expecting his phone call, and I did not receive it, seeing so it's been exactly 1 week since I spoke to him. I called him at 1 o'clock last Tuesday, and it's already 2 o'clock this following Tuesday, July 16th, 2013. And I see that you're hiding behind your voicemail, so I presume you're lawyering up. So obviously, the last phone call and Sheriff Jason Dingman's scrambling to send me an email and a phone call after his nasty letter he sent to me tells me that when I said mail fraud and criminal vehicular homicide, he must have panicked, right? Well, guess what? People can only hide behind their little voicemails for so long, right? Well, I'm still expecting your phone call, and I guess I'll have to start reporting this to the proper authorities because obviously you're lawyering up. And that's really funny, isn't it? Well, you have a super rest of the day. Bye now. Terry Nemmers, 320-283-5713. Hello?
Good afternoon, Mr. Nemmers. This is Carl Thunem, following up our phone conversation last week.
Okay, well, you're a few hours late, it appears, or a couple hours late.
Okay. I looked through the records our office maintains. I did not find any of the documents you were requesting in our office. I did forward your request to Sheriff Dingman. He assured me he would look through them, and I have tried to follow up with him a couple times today, but he's out today, so...
So what did you ask him to look into then?
I asked him about the missing recorded statements from two individuals that recorded on the day of the funeral, and concerning the transcript from Clayton Rasmussen.
Okay. Well, I received an email from Sheriff Dingman, and it says, let's see, it was July 10th at 8:45 a.m. This is after I received a phone call from him. Of course, I wasn't home to receive it. And it says, Terry, after reviewing the case file, I did find that a statement was taken by Brian Krupke and that the statement had not been transcribed. That is why the statement was not included in the materials that were sent to you. That statement is now in the process of being transcribed, and I will send it to you when completed. Thank you, Sheriff Dingman. Okay, so that answers part of your question. All right. Now, the day after I talked to you, like I said, I received a phone call from Sheriff Dingman and an email from Sheriff Dingman. I also received a nasty letter from Sheriff Dingman dated July 8th, 2013. RE, request for public data. Dear Mr. Nemmers, the Stevens County Sheriff's Office previously disclosed everything we were legally able to provide to you regarding this matter. Our records indicate that you still owe $38.75 for the items that were previously provided to you. Sincerely, Sheriff Jason Dingman. And then there's a little passive-aggressive bill in here too for $38.75, which says, please make checks payable to Stevens County Sheriff's Office. All accounts are payable, or all accounts are due immediately upon receipt of this statement. Because it's in all capital letters. Immediately is all capital letters and underlined. See, little passive-aggressive little letter there. Okay, so obviously Sheriff Dingman has admitted to withholding this data. And after I talked to you, boy, he starts spewing out data that he was withholding illegally, that he was trying to defraud me over. And he still has not provided that because obviously he has those in his possession, and you know about it because you have constructive knowledge. You may speak now.
I am not the custodian for that data. I really have no knowledge of it. Sheriff is an independent elected entity.
You are the attorney for the Sheriff's Department. You are a fellow law enforcement officer.
No.
Actually, you are.
Prosecutors, it's a different function. There's the investigative function for the Sheriff's Office and the prosecutorial function for my office.
Actually, yes, I will, because I could quote out of prosecution principles for you that says that a prosecuting attorney is a law enforcement officer. So, again, you are the attorney for the county. Obviously, Sheriff Dingman goes to you for advice. You have access to these records, because all you have to do is call him up and say, you better produce them like now. And he will, because he does what you say.
That's really not the way it works, Mr. Nemmers. The sheriff is an independent elected official.
Yeah, don't give me that crap.
Custodian of his own records, and he has the authority to make decisions. He may consult me for legal advice.
Right, right. Sheriff Dingman doesn't do anything without your permission, because you are the legal authority. See, so that's the reality of it. Obviously, Sheriff Dingman has these statements. They're in his possession. They're public data. He's withholding them, and I want them. And I mean I want them now. See, because last time I told you I wanted them now, you didn't send them to me now. Sheriff Dingman decided to come up with a transcript claiming that they hadn't been transcribed before. Well, obviously they've been sent to the county attorney's office previously. They had been transcribed, right?
I really couldn't tell you, Mr. Nemmers.
Well, I think you're supposed to be looking into this. By the way, did you look up mail fraud then too?
Mail fraud is a federal offense. I'm not tasked by statute with prosecuting federal offenses, so no.
Well, you said you were going to look it up, so obviously that was a lie. Anyhow, so are you going to order the sheriff to produce this data?
I don't have the authority to order.
Oh, I disagree. And you know that you can call him up and tell him what to do.
I can call him up and advise him. I cannot tell him what to do.
Oh, I can tell him to take a flying leap in the lake, can't I? So I think you can too.
Is there anything anything else, Mr. Nemmers?
Yes. I want to know, how come these official documents are being falsified? And what are you doing about it?
Well, I don't conduct inquests into the conduct of law enforcement agencies at the bequest of private citizens. I serve the public and by performing the duties assigned me by statute, Mr. Nemmers.
Really? See,
Yeah.
you are a law enforcement officer. I told you about falsification of documents. You are a law enforcement officer and you will act on it accordingly.
I don't have that type of investigative function.
Oh, all you need to do is call up someone. You can call up the state, the feds. You can call up all sorts of different people and demand an investigation. See? Because I do believe that's part of your powers. Am I wrong?
I certainly have access to it. You know, Mr. Nemmers, let me retract that. I'm done. Do you have anything else you want to discuss with me?
Well, obviously, if you aren't going to be investigating this, then you're wasting my time.
All right, Mr. Nemmers.
Thank you.
Have a good day.
Yep, bye now.